Hello everyone, my name is Rituro. Welcome back to Canada, the true north, strong and free. We are in the middle of preseason for the 2015 MLS season. As you can see, we've already gone to Mexico, had some draws against some mid-tier second division Mexican sides, which is, I guess, alright for preseason. I got a friendly against Colorado, which will be our featured match today, our first MLS friendly, before we crack off some friendlies with our affiliates and get into the season proper with Columbus. Our season opener away at Columbus, and then our home opener will be against the Montreal Impact. So as you can see, we're still waiting for Lucas Cavallini and Luca Gasparotto to arrive. They will be summer arrivals, but there has been a lot more movement for the Vancouver Whitecaps in this offseason. Let's get to it. So, first things first, if we go into our transfer history here, we can see all the transfers that have been happening so far this season, and it starts with drafting Anthony Jackson-Hamel and Juan Lefebvre and Callum Malice and Davy Arnaud from the various waiver drafts in December, which you saw in our previous episode. So, alright, Jackson-Hamel, Lefebvre, Malice, here's Malice, and Arnaud. They're nothing special, and in fact, it's very likely that all of them will be cut to because they aren't exactly what we thought they would be. Again, three middling to lower tier Canadians. Jackson-Hamel might be decent, but again, he'd fill the Riley O'Neill role, and we don't need another one of those. And Davy Arnaud is not interested in taking Canadian citizenship, so he has even less of a reason to stay around. From residency, three lucky youngsters, I'll say that properly, three lucky youngsters making the jump up from the residency program. Michael Viscosi was the first up, and happy Christmas present for him. The right back being called up, he's actually not as good as we thought he would be. Once he got the senior deal, his potential dropped significantly. He's still worth keeping around for that depth spot. He's certainly got better potential than Antonio Rego ever did, so he will be staying along. Next, Tyler Findlay, a potential D-mid with a very high ceiling. Very happy to keep him on. He's only 16 too, which is amazing. So he's sticking around for a nice long time. Very nice indeed. Spencer Franzo, the right winger, he is on board. Now that's going to be a nice pickup because his current ability is roughly equal to that of Issei Nakajima Ferran, and he's, I want to say about 20-ish years younger than Issei. So Spencer will be a nice pickup. First touch is wonderful. Physical stats, pretty darn good. Hopefully we can develop him into that 3, maybe even a 3.5-star player. That'd be wonderful. Paul Tobin, our only pick from the MLS Super Draft. We traded every single other pick we had this year to move to the top of the Super Draft, and we picked up Paul Tobin, the hands down best player in the draft. He's on a Generation Adidas GA contract, which means his 52.50 a week hit isn't nearly as bad as it could be, but you can see 3 stars right out of the gate with massive potential. 16 heading, 15 marking, 16 tackling, 13 passing, and 16 jumping reach. This is a ball-playing defender if ever I saw, and he is going to be developed as such. The fact that he's American is just fine by me because we have space to fit him in, especially when you consider we managed to loan in Laurent Maury from Lazio. As soon as he was put on the loan list, we snagged him up. He is on the side now, a very nice depth forward signing. If we can groom him into something, that might end up on our team in the future, maybe, we'll see. That would be amazing. Very, very happy to pick up Laurent Maury. Again, I would like to have been a transfer, but hey, a loan option for the rest of the season is just as good for me. On the other side of the ledger, Ethan Finley, as you saw in the last episode, sadly drafted away by OCSC. Matias Laba, that deal finally did go through with AIK, $3.6 million. There are a few bonuses that may make it rise to above the $4 million mark, but that's pretty darn good of a return for Laba. Well above his value, and he is getting paid now what he's worth for AIK, so good for him. Ben McKendry, Antonio Rego, Riley O'Neill, Ethan Sampson, Nicola Paunick, and Anthony Jackson-Hamel all out on loan. They were going to be cut otherwise, so good for them. They will still be in the system somewhat. Jovan Zavaris has actually looked to be like he might be a great prospect for us. I don't have anywhere to fit him in just yet, which is why he's on loan with Charleston. But it's good to know that Jovan is not he is not bad as I thought he might have been. He actually could be a very good prospect for us. Now I'm a bit worried, more than a bit worried, about those final technical stats of it. His passing, his penalty taking, his technique is just absolutely in the gutter. So I'm hoping if we can at least train him as a poacher where he can use that pace, that finishing, and that dribbling. That don't matter if he can't pass. But I'm hoping that Jovan can actually be of use to us at some point in the future. He is 17, he's got room to grow, and is already looking pretty good, so let's see if we can keep him on the table. Now, that sale of Laba, while it was great for the pocketbook, absolutely wonderful for the pocketbook, was not entirely good for the rest of the team. As you probably saw at the opening here, happiness is still pretty down there. Squad harmony is low, and the board is not pleased. I had a mini revolt as soon as he was sold, and indeed you can see some players are still unhappy with me. Though in some of these cases it's more about playing time than the loss of Laba. But we still have people on negative PR. Tybert, Mosquito, and Bunbury still upset about the loss. So I am going to have to do a lot of work here to keep this squad happy, to make sure that they don't suddenly revolt and the locker room goes against me, because that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Also bad, Leverone is being very heavily scouted by other teams. Morales is on and off. Gersh is being heavily looked after. Ashton Morgan's an interesting one. I'd be very shocked if he gets picked up. I believe a Polish team is looking at him. Let's take a look at Ashton Morgan here. He is wanted, yes, by Lesia out in Poland. So I'm hoping that he doesn't go anywhere. He's still our starting left back. I have no reason to change that. So with any luck, that will stay the same through the preseason. Now, while the board may be upset with my squad happiness, they were very happy with the current state of our profits. I mean, 8 million profit before the season has even started. Again, a lot of that had to do with the Laba sale, but still, season tickets and whatnot, putting our overall balance at $20 million. Very nice indeed, which means we have started a little bit of a project. Yes, indeed, we have started training facilities. We are going up to the next level of training facilities. It won't be done till March of next year. So we got a long way to go. But the hope is that should help all these kids that I am trying to build up get to that higher level. That is the hope, at least. Also managed to get another coach here on staff and increase the coaching depth, you would call it. Jim Brennan brought in. He's now helping us with the defending and the attacking training. So we've got plenty of coaches on staff, and that should hopefully also help with making sure our kids reach their training potential. On the international front, so many of our kids are helping out with the Canadian U20s right now, which is great. Always good to see that you're contributing to the national team. For example, Michael Viscosi, he's been up there. Let's take a look and see here how he's been doing with Canada in their U20s. Well, those U20s, you can see, we got Marco Carducci's there, Jovan Zavaris, Sam Edekube, Spencer Franzo, Michael Viscosi, Michael Jordan's from down in our residency program. Yes, he's named Michael Jordan. I find that hilarious as well. How have they been doing? Oh, well, they only won the U20 championship. They only won the North American U20 Championship with a convincing 1-0 victory over the U.S. Absolutely fantastic. They did great in the group stage as well, won their group with a 4-1-0 undefeated record, topping Costa Rica by 3 points to get that automatic berth in the U20 World Cup. That is amazing, and I'd like to think that I had no small part in that by making sure the Whitecaps youth have been served. So great for Canada, great for the Caps. One final little note here before we get to today's featured match against Colorado. Real Salt Lake are currently in the midst of a rather severe and aggressive takeover bid that would see Deloy Hansen ousted and a business consortium brought in. And the scuttlebutt is that if Jeff Cassar loses his job as a result of this takeover, Carl Robinson would be next in line to take his job. Now, that would be hilarious for a number of reasons. One, that RSL's ownership would ever change hands so soon after Delroy Hansen came on. And secondly, if Robbo ends up coaching RSL and I have to coach against them, I imagine that my matches against RSL got that much worse, as if they weren't already a boogeyman team for me. Oh my goodness. Did I actually have any trades to look at here in the transfer history? Yes, we do have two of these to look at here. So here is the... that's all the picks that I said. As you can see, every other pick that I had in 2015, plus a 2016 second round super draft pick, plus 80K to get that first overall pick to get Tobin. Did I perhaps overpay? Yeah, quite possibly. But I got the best player in the draft, so I call that a win. I also made a swap of a super draft second round pick from this year for Jamal Wood from Philly when I'd lost Laba, realizing I needed depth to sit beside Tyler Findlay in that hole. I was on 150,000 over. May have overpaid a bit, but Wood. This is the textbook case in updating your draft assignments before you make a move for a player. My scouting said he looked still really good. Yeah, no. While he was still a 2-star, that much they got right. His potential has plummeted from what was originally 4.5 stars. All the way down to 2.5. So, 2,000 a week for a depth D-mid who's actually better suited to playing straight midfield? Oh, dearie me. Well, at least we have depth. I mean, that's something. Looking at the squad right now, though, we have not registered the squad for the new season, but looking at it, I have sort of set out who I want in and who's going to be out. As you can see, a bit of a goaltending crunch here as Borjan Thomas both got injured in training. Borjan will be back soon, so that'll be fine. But based on my current keeps and cuts, we're at 28 players with spaces left for Cavallini and Gasparotto when they arrive. Only 2 DPs. I've tried to get that third DP. The board has shut me down. They refuse to allow that third DP. That's unfortunate. We have 10 international spots still. We are only using 8, so we have actually dropped down below our maximum for international spots, which means we have room to play with. We could trade an international spot. We could bring in an international player. That's actually a really good place for us to be. I'd like to get us down to 7 if we could. Somehow, if we get down to 7, maybe somebody gets domestic status. That'd be wonderful. If we get down to 7, that gets us 1 below our initial allotment of international spots. Then we can start selling. I'd be very happy with that. But alright, enough talk about the summary of the squad. That's what we look like. Let's get into our featured match, this preseason friendly against the Colorado Rapids. Taylor Broker out with a virus. Dylan Powers out with a hip injury. That makes our life even easier. Though we still got Deshaun Brown and Gabby Torres up front, so it's not going to be a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. So we got Carducci in goal, because he's our only option. Adekora, Parker, Leverone, and Murrell. Alderson and Kofi in the midfield. Bunbury, Morales, and Tybert. And Rivero. So again, this isn't necessarily what my first choice lineup would look like. I'd rather have Bunbury up top and Mosqueda out wide. Or, if Rivero actually starts playing, I'll flip over to the full attack mode, maybe the 4-4-2 diamond, which I have reinstituted the 4-4-2 diamond. For now, that's what we're going to go with. All the cut players are sitting down below there. Adekube sadly could not get on loan, so he's going to be cut. Unfortunate for him. Laurent Maury is fully match fit, which is why he's not playing, but I mean, he is going to be in the roster one way or another. He's certainly getting minutes now that we have him on loan. But let's get into today's match. All right. From Colorado are evenly matched, so it is said. Well, that's good. I would settle for a draw. Honestly, in a preseason friendly, the biggest thing I would want is that nobody gets injured. That's the ultimate goal here. All right. Yeah, sure. Do that. Probably keep an eye on those guys. All right. All right, let's not overdo it. It's a friendly. And away we go. Vancouver in their white. Colorado in their maroon kits there. As we are in BC Place, and already we are fouling Colorado players. Good job. Adekora. Other than that, though, pretty quiet start. 1 shot for Colorado. That's fine. In a friendly, as long as nobody's getting injured, as long as we're all getting fit, that's the important part. I'm not looking for a massive blowout performance. And indeed, this is a good bellwether to see, are we prepared for the MLS season? Morales here with his free kick. Oh, it's a lovely free kick from Pedro Morales. The 25th minute, 1-0 Vancouver. Oh, if only Morales could nail his free kicks with that much aplomb. Beautifully struck by Morales. Great bend to it. Thank you very much. Love it. Oh, and another one. Alderson. Crosses. Bunbury's little header to Rivero. Back to Bunbury. Fires. Saved by Konopka. Rivero keeps it in. Has a go across the face. A goal. Brought down is Tybert. No call. And Konopka will claim the ball. Rivero actually credited with the assist on Morales' free kick. He drew the foul. Good for him. Bunbury. Back to Alderson. Morales. Adekora out wide. He steps around his man nicely. Bunbury inside to Morales. Saved by Konopka. When Morales looks like he's good to go. That's excellent. Headed away. Morales. Waits. Gershon Kofi. Looking forward for Rivero, but he was nowhere near a passing lane to get that ball. Off the board! Leverone will bury the rebound. Morales' free kicks are on point today. I like it. We can keep that going. That would be fine times for all of us. It was off the bar. Did Konopka actually save that? Regardless, couldn't control the rebound, and Leverone was first to it. Thank you very much, Johnny Leverone. Thank you very much, Pedro Morales. Corner there from Colorado is cleared away. No near post flick on this time. Of course, the bane of my existence is the near post flick on. So many goals conceded from that position despite my best efforts. Gabby Torres now from in close. That's blocked. Carducci does not have to worry about that one. Everyone looking okay so far. Tybert and Kofi having a bit of an off game. Oh, that free kick was close. Is it going to be a battle of set pieces today? Perhaps. Regardless, we're looking pretty good here. I do want to keep these guys out for a full half hour. I want to make sure that they are fully fit and ready to go. So yeah, let's just get back into it here. I agree, let's not overdo it. Some people are still upset with me, so let's not give them a reason to be even more upset with me. Have it brought down by Dylan Cerna. Everyone is there to snuff out the long ball. Cerna actually knocked a bit in that exchange. Scrambly defense there. Cerna keeps the pressure on for Colorado. Ramirez looking for Calvert, and it's just off the post and wide. It's a good-looking header there. And Vancouver will control before clearing. Tybert, Rivero. Rivero looks upfield. Taken down by Hairston. And Morales can't get there ahead of Ramirez. This is Ramirez now. Inside to Carrasco, Servando Carrasco. Borowski. Former Whitecap Jeb Borowski. Looking down the line for Dylan Cerna. Cerna crosses. Torres is there. Controls and puts it past Carducci. 2-1. Now some unfortunate defending there from the Caps. Torres not challenged enough, and Cerna did very well to get this under control. Nice cross. Fooling both defenders with the inside ball. And Konopka actually come off for Wyszynski there. So Wyszynski is now the man in the net. Can we test him? Again, it's a friendly. Let's remember that. It's always good to test yourself against similar opposition in a friendly, especially when you want to know if you're ready for the upcoming season. Though Wyszynski, I mean, is not... He's not MLS caliber keeping, so not sure how much we can read into this. Alderson beaten there cleanly by Ramirez. That's concerning. Torres again, but that's a weak shot. And Carducci has no problem holding onto that one. Alright, based on that, Gabriel Farfan comes on. Let's make some subs here. Axel Sjoberg comes on for Shane O'Neill. Alright, let's start making some... Let's get the 4-4-2 diamond out of mothballs here. So, Kofi's having a bit of an off game. Okay, so I guess that means Bryce Alderson can stay in the hole there. Bunbury can go... up front. Or does he better as a target man? He is. So we'll go like that. Bam. So it means we need wingers. Unfortunately, I don't really have them. I really don't have a right winger for this. I have a left winger. Not a right winger. Okay, well, then I guess it's the 4-1-5. Oh, we're going to go for it now. Let's bring off... Morales has done his job. So let's put on Marco Bustos. Let's bring on Kakuta Mane, the favored son of the of Twitch chat. Nicholas Mosqueda on the right. Good. And with Caleb Clark, if we need him. Yes, I think for now that's all right. Yeah, let's go with that. All right. Off we go. Subs are completed. Shots are now 13-11. Colorado have really poured it on since their goal. Hopefully switch to this attacking formation here. Should switch the pressure, but no, it's Torres forcing a fine save out of Carducci. Like I said, this very well may be coming down to set pieces. Vancouver's 2. Currently beating Colorado's nice counter from the run of play. And Rivero now is one-on-one. He passes man, goes long. Mosqueda in space. Nicholas Mosqueda crosses, but it's blocked. It was the right idea from Mosqueda, poorly placed. That corner is followed up by Mane, but it's saved by Wyszynski. I'm sorry, did I say he wasn't MLS caliber? That was a fine save at full stretch by Karl Wyszynski. Anthony Calvert now. Blocked by both... Oh, Teal Bunbury coming way back on defense to help out. Very nice. He will send Rivero forward. Alderson. Bustos. Who is still receiving call-ups to the Chilean U20s. And Rivero's shot is right into Wyszynski. Very weakly taken there from Octavio Rivero. I think that's my cue to bring on Caleb Clark. We'll also put... no, we'll just leave that there. We'll leave that as it is. On the back line, let's not overdo Murrell here. Let's bring on Ashton Morgan. A few more subs to bring on here. I would like to get either Findlay or Wood in. Though I will be playing both of them, I would say almost exclusively in the remaining friendlies so they stay fit. I want to make sure that unlike last season where fitness coming out of the gate was a massive concern, I don't know how we were so unfit. There was no scheduled training camp this year from the board, so that was perhaps why. Certainly all these friendlies that I've been booking manually have been much better for us in the fitness department. We will be starting this season in full fitness. Serna now. Oh, had to be sharp there, did Marco Carducci, as Serna cross/shot, testing the young keeper. And Torres' header is over the bar. Serna. He's actually really pulling a lot of strings here, is Dylan Serna. No, not that. That's the one. Dylan Serna, please. He is really pulling strings here. And Gabby Torres is saved by Carducci. Alright. Oh, Leverone is slightly injured. That's not good. On comes Paul Tobin. On comes Michael Viscosi. Viscosi or Viscosi? Who can say? Point is, Findlay or Wood? Let's bring on Findlay. He's more the ball winner. Excellent. Man, he just missed a free kick. Alrighty. And those will be our subs, barring injury. Caleb Clark, Marco Bustos, Teal Bunbury, Nicholas Mosqueda. Cross off Wyszynski. He was looking for the run of Clark. It's out for a corner. Some great performances here for a friendly. Very nice to see. Clark puts it back into the area. Wyszynski is there. Tim Parker starting to look exhausted. Well, I want you to keep getting experience there, Tim Parker. You need minutes, and you need to be good to go as a depth option in case Tobin's injured. I want my defenders to be ready to rock and roll this season. Gabby Torres is left all alone, but thankfully he was offside on that through ball. Mosqueda's free kick. Over. Alright, we will... I will say this. Wander Lefebvre does deserve a run out. Let's give him a run. Parker, you've done quite nicely. There we go. Lefebvre on for Parker. Now watch them score. Watch it be Lefebvre's fault. Gabby Torres turns back to Jabrowski. Blocked. Morgan as well to step in. Gabe Farfan out wide to Serna. Findlay is down in the box and is still down. But he seems to be alright. 4 minutes stoppage time. Long for a friendly. Mane still with the ball. Can't cross to anybody in a white kit. Drew Moore clears it. Viscosi. Mane. Morgan. Ashton Morgan with a nice cross. Can't find the head of a teammate. And Salazar goes the other way. This is Colorado on the counter now. Torres just closed down quickly. Farfan. Brought down by Findlay. Good job by the young defensive midfielder. No fear from Tyler Finley. I'll remind you, is 16 years old. So no fear from these young caps. This is what you want to see. Carrasco. Calvert. A bomb from distance is quite the bomb. If you know what I mean. It was bad, is what I meant. It was bad. Anyway, Carducci restarts with the goal kick. And Calvert goes right back the other way. Colorado are pressing for a late equalizer here. Superb fight here from the Rapids. Vancouver, though, still able to defend. Not convincingly, it must be said, but they are defending nonetheless. Fave does well to get his head to that ball, and Bunbury on the right gets past his man. Mosqueda looks long. Nobody on the run for that ball. And Sjoberg puts it out for a throw. That should be the game as Viscosi takes his time, throws it in. There's the whistle. A 2-1 win at BC Place in a preseason friendly is a good sign indeed. Our starters looking very sharp. Carducci held up quite nicely. That U20 experience is really paying off. Adekora, Parker, and Leverone looked very nice. Morales, sensational driving the attack. The subs, not so much. That was top drawer stuff. Good job, everybody. Next time on Strong and Free, we will start the season away to Colorado, or away to Columbus, I'm sorry. Now, just away to Columbus. Hopefully we can keep this kind of form going through the season and avoid that atrocious atrocious start. I can speak, I swear I can. An atrocious start to the season that we had last year. My name is Rituro. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends about these videos being hosted on YouTube. And of course, you can watch all these episodes as they're recorded live at twitch.tv/Rituro. Come out and join. It's great times. I assure you, it's fun for the whole family, assuming that your whole family loves Football Manager, which they may. I'm not going to pass judgment. I absolutely will not pass judgment on anybody's family who may or may not like Football Manager. Do want to give one quick shout out here to a comment that was left on YouTube on the first episode of Strong and Free from Sean Ambler, who said this is a fantastic first episode. I assume because I was screaming so much, but there you go. I have never done an MLS career save before, but after watching this episode, I will give an MLS career with Montreal Impact a go. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Sean. I will do my best next time on Strong and Free. My name is Rituro. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time.